What's up, Man Dog Pod listeners? Thank you so much for tuning in to today's free episode. If you want to hear the full episode, it's available over on our Patreon, patreon.com/you'rethemannowdog. We've got full episode audio and video for everything we've done, a huge archive of tons of fun stuff with all your favorite comedians. Check it out today. Once again, that's patreon.com/you'rethemannowdog. Thanks so much, and have a great day.
This is the time for a beer or a wine, old-fashioned or whiskey sour. My favorite place with my favorite people, and these are the sounds of happy hour.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Happy Hour. My name is Ryan Rosenberg. I'm here with my friend Dan Lippert as well. Hello, Dan. As well as our friends Victoria Longwell.
Hello.
And Talia Tabin.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What would you say is the opposite of Longwell? Short poor?
Short bad.
Short bowl.
Short
bowl?
struggling.
Yeah.
Short struggling?
How are you doing?
I'm
well.
Short bad.
Oh,
I see
I'm
what you're
doing poorly.
I mean, I always think of a well like a water well, but
Yeah.
Oh.
What would be the opposite of Rosenberg? Thornville?
weed.
Galaxy.
City. Ooh, galaxy.
I don't know.
Galaxy. Wow.
Weed galaxy.
And Lipper. What would be
Ryan
the opposite of
Weed.
Not that
Galaxy.
far off, brother.
Lippert is nothing. I guess like nose
Yeah.
dove soap.
Wow, really good.
Pert, like the hair.
Yep,
Yeah,
really
I don't
good.
know.
90 seconds will get rid of your
Whoa.
Hair.
hair. No, what are you supposed to... dandruff. Isn't Pert Plus for dandruff? Is like a 2-in-1
yeah.
Yeah, I
shampoo,
think-
Mike
or-
Piazza, etc.
Yeah. Green bottle, I
Yeah,
think.
green bottle.
Green bottle, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Per Plus. I
Maybe
used
two
to use
halves.
Per Plus.
Good commercials.
Good
I
commercials.
don't remember the commercials. Did we like them?
It's just famous people going like... Putting their hands
Full
through their
head of
hair.
I like that.
Nice.
Like this.
Oh,
Wow.
damn. So close.
Well, it's the scariest month of the year,
Oh.
other than, of course, the election month.
Oh.
Oh, my
Election's
God.
on my birthday, by the way.
I know, it's
damn.
brutal. and
Worst
I'm
day of my
sorry.
life.
I looked at my calendar the other day
Yeah.
and thought, oh.
Isn't that
Oh.
sad that every 4 years your birthday's ruined?
Yes, it really is.
Because we've had this before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
I'm sure.
It's always close to, if not. Yeah, it's not always
This is
on
the
it.
Tuesday.
I actually don't understand how it is this year. Is it the first Tuesday of every November?
I think so.
It has to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's not
So-
a date, it's a day.
It's a day.
Yeah, first
Amen.
Tuesday of
You're kind
November.
of using the Thanksgiving programming.
But it's always right around them.
That's exactly
It's
Yeah.
they did it. They learned from Thanksgiving when it came.
well,
to
if the turkey stays in there, we're having 6 more months of no election. Confusing?
in the oven.
Confused yet?
Confused yet? You're about to be.
Who are we all voting for?
For which race?
Whites.
Which race? Which race is everyone voting for?
Yeah.
I'm voting for the human race, and that's why I'm voting for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz.
Beautiful. Me too.
Don't you guys want to call him Tim Waltz?
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah,
does.
I always called him that until I heard someone say it out loud because I was only reading it.
Yeah.
Mm.
And so in my head when I'm reading it, I'm calling him Waltz.
Yeah,
What are we, dancing?
Yeah.
Right.
What are we?
that's all we got on
Ballroom
him.
dancing?
Yeah.
Pretty good candidate, but what are we dancing? That'll shut him down if he's ever saying anything. I don't
Really
like.
good attack ads against Tim Walz.
But
Wait,
of
sorry. Do you have
course-
plans for your birthday?
No, I don't know how to make plans. It's
Yeah,
gonna.
can you, like,
it's,
go-
Celebrate the weekend before.
yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know.
You mean the scariest day
well,
of
the
the
weekend
year?
before
my
I've got to
God,
go to a damn
Hallows.
baby shower.
Yeah.
Yikes.
But I bet those people who are having the baby shower didn't want to have it the weekend after the election.
That's
so
possible. That's possible.
I can see why they chose that.
I don't know
but it
why
was
they
a-
would have done it. Either way, they didn't consider me.
A little insensitive to you.
Even having the baby, I think, was inconsiderate. No, I haven't done much for my birthday lately. It's a little nice thing with some friends is all I need, but I don't need a big thing,
A big hoopla.
a big hoopla.
Can we get back to the scary Halloween stuff?
Oh, can we?
This is our group's little inside joke, I would say.
Except for it's very real.
It's very real, but every year around Halloween time, we'll walk around the neighborhood and we see the scariest new things. Giant skeletons that are 12 feet tall, scary little things. A dead lady that looked like Talia one time.
Oh my God. That's one of my favorite
Huge
videos.
boobs.
Am I allowed to talk about this? That's one of my favorite videos I've ever seen. Dead skeleton lady with brown hair.
I think she's green too. She's like got green.
A little
tint to her.
Frankenstein-y,
Yep.
but she got huge boobs.
Huge boobs.
And there's a video of a little child.
You could say
Okay, Talia's daughter. Going, Mommy.
And Tim goes, "Who is that, Lulu?"
Yeah.
That's Mama.
That's Mama.
The scariest lady ever, literally crawling out of the ground with big tits and big
never
boobs.
been
Brown hair.
so insulted. I forgot. I took another picture for you guys.
Oh,
And I forgot to send it to the group.
it's scary.
It is so scary.
Oh, no.
It is. It is a huge skeleton, bigger than you can even think, sitting on the biggest hot dog
Sitting on a hot dog.
ever seen.
Okay, this I kind of like. It's kind of like they're taking the power back. It's like they're being like,
Yeah.
it doesn't have
I
to
mean,
be
he's
so
being
scary.
goofy, but it's a little like, you're too scary to be goofy.
Right.
Now I'm scared of eating a hot dog. You know what I mean? It's just irresponsible.
Yeah.
There might be a skeleton.
What, are you going
on
to
it.
die?
I wouldn't
And
mind. Yeah, I would. It sounds like you will. It sounds like a skeleton died eating a hot dog and then rode the hot dog to hell, maybe.
And this is how this
We're
restaurant
on
is
a
trying
hot dog to hell.
One more round. Come on. We're on a hot dog to hell.
Vroom, vroom.
That's really good. Someone recently, and maybe it was in this group, but someone said that Halloween is like Christmas for Los Angeles. Because Christmas here, I feel like is not that huge. You know what I mean? Because like many
everybody
people don't
leaves.
celebrate, whatever. Everybody leaves. So it was kind of like, oh yeah, there is like more Halloween decoration than there is Christmas decoration. Like Christmas lights, pretty famous. You don't see that many in LA. But then you go around on Halloween and everybody's got these huge skeletons.
People, I swear, everybody's in prop departments. Everybody, I feel like we have the most creatively talented people here. But I also want to know, and I could have said this last year, what type of storage do these folks have?
I'm obsessed with that. How much room do you? I don't have enough room to buy these things. I can barely get another air fryer in the kitchen.
And then you're gonna,
Which you need.
and then you're gonna keep
You only have
buying
three,
a
right?
new one.
I'd like a fourth air fryer.
Oh, I will just tell you, I just got an air fryer, and
Are you having a blast?
I don't understand why it's so beneficial to my life.
It's not. At least my experience of it.
Oh my
was
God,
it
I
wasn't.
use it all the time.
Oh, you
Like
do.
I genuinely
Okay.
use the air fryer.
I don't.
You
I
don't?
couldn't figure it out.
No, I for a long time I couldn't either. Dan, you can do it.
Okay.
No, you can do.
I love this.
Wow.
Send me
Don't
some
you?
recipes.
Oh,
or
me,
something
you're
like
next.
that.
What? It was getting serious.
Send me some recipes.
No, it doesn't even matter. It's
What
just
do you
look
mean?
like what you want to
I-
cook. You look at, oh no, I have like a random potato, and then you just Google potato air fryer, and then just something's there, and then you just do it. I've
It's
cooked
kind of a
fish in
one-stop
there.
shop. It's very simple.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I really use it.
Yeah. Okay. I'll try again.
I like it for
believe
little
you.
things that you can never get crispy in the oven, like a tater tot or some sort of like hash brownie type thing.
Yeah.
It's like, I got to leave this thing in the oven for like an hour and a half if I want to
Yeah.
actually eat it. Throw it in the air fryer for 10 minutes. Crunchiest thing you've ever tasted.
Wow.
You use the air fryer.
Yeah.
Do you love it?
Yes. I don't currently have one, but when I do use it, I'm all about it.
It's
Those
just
are
like a
these-
little drawer you put it in.
Yeah.
Small
Shut
little
it.
oven.
Storage
works
is so
fast.
hard though.
Storage is
It's-
so hard.
I want
That's
an
what I will
espresso
say
machine
about
so
it.
bad.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Right.
There's
Where's it
nowhere.
going?
Where's
It's gotta
anything?
go.
will
It's
say-
gotta go on the ground.
The air
And
when
fryer
you're
when
not using it.
it.
Do you like any of the stuff that you have that even takes up all that space?
I don't like anything about my whole life.
Same. That's why I'm like, if I get another thing, it just becomes a new thing that I hate.
I think an espresso machine would solve it all.
Why? Why? You everything that you have, you
Because
hate because it's yours.
No, just because of the clutter. It's like,
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
to
Becomes
use
your
any of this.
nemesis.
I got to move 3 things. I got to.
No, this
like if
air
I lived in
fryer
a house,
takes over my life.
Totally.
It's the only thing that.
You just need a big kitchen. You need a very big
I
kitchen.
need a big kitchen with more counter space.
Because
Island.
I have the same problem.
I finally got a microwave though.
Wow.
I haven't had one
What
for
do you feel?
years.
What have you been doing?
I love it.
What have
just
you been
because
doing?
reheating things
In the oven?
in the microwave now.
Well, no, I know, but
What
what,
were you
had
doing
you been
before?
Yeah, either a pan.
Yeah.
Like if I'm reheating a piece of pizza, I'd saute it in a pan.
Nice.
With
Yeah.
a little lid, which actually is the way
Honestly,
to do it.
I'm
does
trying to
that
get
with-
back to
Devin
your
does that in its
life.
scope with a little bit of
Right.
water.
It's the way to do it. 'Cause, yeah, the
Brings
water
it
gets
back to life. It's
gets
quite
the-
good.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
But it's quite laborious.
Quite.
I have had some pizza recently.
Let me nuke it.
And I nuked it, and it's
Yeah.
been fantastic. The pizza's a little worse, but I'll tell you what, the time is right.
Yeah.
The time is
It only
absolutely
takes me
right.
about 45 seconds to be happy, where otherwise it would take
Wow.
me, 2 to 5 minutes plus the labor.
And then the washing of the dishes afterwards, which is
I'll
tough.
never
but
wash my microwave.
I'm trying to get out of my microwave into, like, I have a toaster oven.
Mm-hmm.
I have this air fryer now. We got the stove. We got the oven. I'm trying to get away from my
Good
microwave.
luck even moving us side to side in your kitchen.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
I don't.
You have one little path that you walk in.
I get trapped in there.
I'm on a track.
No,
Wait,
will you?
Sorry.
Mhm.
Didn't you move next door or whatever?
Yeah, but it's literally the exact same setup. So it's like
does it
It's
feel
not.
different at all?
Everything is on the other side.
Right.
It's
opposite.
flipped.
You moved into opposite town.
I moved into the
Does it
upside
feel
down world.
crazy?
And is that wild?
Yeah, it was for like the first 2 or 3 months, but now it's
Because Talia lived in a place and then moved literally right next door. So the middle wall is shared,
Still
but then
the
they're
same.
mirrored on the other
Yeah.
side.
I saw you driving down the street on the wrong side of the road.
You've been
oh, I'm
Yeah.
topsy-turvy.
confused. I'm upside down.
I saw you using a pogo stick head down. First of all, why are
I
you
don't
using a
remember
pogo stick in the
that.
first place?
I blacked out from
Yeah.
the post. You guys, will you go? Do you now? It's Halloween time. Do you want Halloween candy? Will you guys go buy candy? Will you trick or treat with little ones that you know? Like, my whole thing is like, how can I get close to this Halloween candy without having to like buy a big bag of it and just like keep it in my house?
You buy it for trick or treaters, but I guess you don't get trick or treaters back
Oh,
where you are.
I trick or treat, and then because my legs are longer, I walk much faster than all the kids, and I show them how much candy they could get.
Yeah.
Okay, so you.
None of the parents like me, and none of the kids either. And none of the people. I guess I shouldn't do it.
Hey,
I don't know.
down
I don't know that that's the takeaway from the data.
No.
I don't have a fondness for trick or treating personally. I do like seeing kids in costume.
It's so cute.
And I will buy the big multi-bag that's like Snickers, Twix, maybe $100,000 in there.
Absolutely.
Put it in the freezer, and then after dinner, when I need my sweet treat, I'll eat 1 or 2 of those once Halloween comes around.
Yes.
Oh,
Freezer's a good thing for that type of
snap.
treat because it also kind of limits how many I'll eat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you
not going
can't
to
do
eat
it.
50 frozen. It's hard.
It is hard.
But I might
'Cause we do-
accidentally eat 50 regular Snickers.
Oh,
You
100%. Those little
yeah.
minis.
But
Yeah.
the frozen?
Oh my God, the little fun size Snickers. I mean, that really brings me back to being in the basement playing the N64 and having alternating back and forth between those and my salt and vinegar chips with a nice fresh Dr. Pepper.
Whoa.
That's a nice
Dr.
mix.
Oh my
Pepper.
God.
Sweet
Yeah.
and salty.
A high schooler eating salt and vinegar chips.
Oh, they were my favorite from when I was little.
Were you going to the opera too?
I was a little brine baby. I don't know.
Brine
I was a brine baby.
You were salted
and I was
cooked.
vinegared.
I love it.
Knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock.
Yep. Hello.
Hey, Allison.
Hi.
It's Mike
Hey, Mike.
from across the street.
Yeah.
Sorry to bother you.
No problem.
I
What's
hope
up?
it's not a problem. Happy you're in the neighborhood. Obviously, it's been lovely getting to know you and your
Thank
family.
you.
I have to say, you know, me and Marie, we have our young children, and we've just been a little bothered by your Halloween setup this year.
Oh my God.
This is kind of a family neighborhood. Our kids have to walk by. My daughter in particular loves hot dogs.
Right.
And seeing what you have out here, skeleton on a hot dog, witch cooking some sort of big stew, which it's really scaring my children.
Your house has a bloody bat hanging.
Yeah, no one in my
from-
family eats bats.
Right, but also there's a
or
clown
blood.
and it's chopping up a rat.
Same thing. There's like that's you know, clowns chopping rats.
I'm
You're
sorry.
using a lot of things that are important
I'm
to my
so
kids.
sorry. I really created this whole scene out here as kind of like a funny thing. I'm a child psychologist, so I know that. Are you okay?
I'm just shocked, but okay, yeah.
Well, I
Sorry,
know that for a
sorry if I
Hall-
couldn't hold back my reaction.
That's
visibly.
okay.
I
I'm
try not
also
to say
really
anything.
good at reading people's
Oh,
faces.
yeah, okay.
Also,
So I did hold it back in.
no, you didn't. But I'm also really good at it. Listen, I know that Halloween can be very scary for little kids, so that's why it's not a graveyard. It's a cafeteria
Okay.
using Halloween.
Well, what I'm asking for you here is not an argument or a debate. I came to you pretty vulnerable. If I'm being totally honest, I'm scared. And I just want an ounce of empathy for how hard it was for me to even go up your driveway today.
Okay. I hear you and I see you. And I understand everybody has their own triggers. I
On
guess
your roof is the chef from Ratatouille. But
Yes?
instead of Ratatouille controlling him, it is an evil
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yes.
And now I'm like, is my chef going to be that scary? Is my food
your
going to be
chef-
created by a ghost?
I can't imagine that my house is really upsetting you that much. But of course, I will take things down. But I will say that just so you know, you have a witch burning on a stake, and that's pretty offensive.
Hi, Doctor. Thank you so much for meeting with us.
Yeah.
We really appreciate all the time you've been taking with little Dina.
Yeah.
And we're getting a lot
I'm
of
so glad.
really interesting thoughts out of it. As a child psychologist,
Mm-hmm.
I know that you're trying to help her through scary things. I know that you're trying to give her really fucked up stuff to look at, but I think it's gone too far.
I'm just so we're clear. I'm not trying to give her effed up stuff to look at. And I think, no, Dina, I think we got to stop saying those words. I think that's adding to the problem. I think you're parentifying her. And I've been showing her pictures of Mary Poppins. And yes, it is a loving nanny that takes care of them, that loves them.
And what are they eating in those photos?
Sugar.
Exactly. My daughter's terrified of sugar, and my wife and I love to bake. It has been a nightmare at home.
Well,
Every time I make brownies, it's a fit of rage.
Don't.
Okay, well,
See?
Dina, what did we talk about? You are brave, you are strong, you are bigger than the sugar. Okay?
I
That's
am
your-
big, I am strong, I am bigger than the sugar.
And maybe you guys can
But I'm
stop making...
fucked.
Wait,
I'm just
Dina,
really
Dina,
fucked.
don't
This
say
is your
that.
influence. I don't say stuff like this at home that much. This is your
Just
influence.
a spoonful of sugar.
Well, I thought it would be a little bit of therapy,
Exposure therapy.
exposure therapy.
Mhm.
And I'm wrong. And so I'll take that. You know what? I'll take the hit for that one.
Did you just go to some crazy school or something? Where did you learn that you doing fucked up food was healthy?
No, I went to Azusa Pacific.
Just give me the medicine. Don't make me take the sugar.
I would
I
prefer
don't
you to
need it.
not be
Just
on
give me the
Ritalin, Dina. I would prefer that. But you know what? At this point, I don't know how to help you. You know what? I'm going to have to fire you guys as clients. I'm going to have to
Wow.
let you go.
Wow.
So you know what, Dina?
Honey, let's go to Costco. Let's go get a hot dog.
Oh.
Honey, can you wake up?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. What's up?
I know you've got an early day tomorrow, but something came up in tonight's lovemaking that's chilled me to the bone.
Wait, we had sex like 6 hours ago. I've been sleeping pretty hard.
I haven't.
Well, I wish you had told me in the moment. We talked about this. If I do
I
something,
was too scared in the moment.
what scared
I saw
you?
a side of you that I've never seen before.
Be specific.
Okay. You know what happened in there.
Of course
But
I do.
you had me pour honey on you, my favorite sweetener.
Yes, which I thought
And
you
then-
liked.
I do. But the way that you put it on there, the same honey that you seemed to think was fun to put in our Halloween decorations, Winnie the
Halloween?
Pooh stuck in a thing of honey, ass out, everyone laughing, humiliated, drowning in honey, and you thought I would associate something so dark with something sexual? I can't eat honey anymore. Not to mention erections. I can't. I don't know if I can anymore.
Okay,
I'm
well,
sorry, sir. We are out of stevia, we are out of Splenda, and we are out of Equal. I have simple syrup, or I do have honey. I
He'll
have- I
take
have
the
honey
simple
to-
syrup. He'll take the simple syrup, please.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, a lot of people like honey in their tea. It's
This
like
is
a good
not
little
you.
throat.
This is not you. But please stop saying the word.
You got
And
it.
it hasn't. I'm so sorry. I'm embarrassed that I even have to say this. But we're
Oh.
trying to keep our marriage together, and so I beg you not
A
to say
word
the
of
H word.
advice for you, young man. never experiment sexually with BDSM.
That's-
Food.
What?
It will ruin your marriage. It'll ruin your life.
Sorry, why is this coming up from me offering you honey?
When you get
I'm so
home, I'm going to spank you now because you've said that.
Well, it sounds like you might be into that.
He's not.
Wow.
He's not. Listen,
I've never learned so
We
much about
cannot-
someone so fast.
you know what? I'm so sorry to involve you in this.
I
This is not
actually just
appropriate.
canceled the hot chocolate. I don't want
You don't want any of the you don't want
No
any
hot
sweetener in
chocolate, none
that?
of
Are we
sweetener in it.
canceling the hot chocolate?
Yeah, we're gonna cancel the hot chocolate. I'm sorry. I know I've had a lot of go backs this month.
You know what? Not one person has complimented my costume today. We get to wear a costume to work, and not one person has said a damn thing about me being a zombie cake pop.
I think you look great.
I
Thank
thought it was
you.
just. I'm sorry. I come in here every day. I thought you were just dressed as yourself again.
Okay, guy. You know what? That's
I'm gonna go on break.
Scene.
I've been really obsessed lately with like corny movie lines like
Oh
that
my
that are just
God.
like, in what
It's
world
very
does
fun.
someone mug like this?
Yeah.
And you're like, I think we need a check
Yeah.
or whatever, but they're so good.
It's so good.
Awkward. Like
Yes.
those kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
What, 80s or 90s? Or both?
Movies.
A
Yeah.
little of both.
I bet it still happens now.
I think people do it.
Like
I think
can't
normal
think of
people
a.
do it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
think?
because they've
Not
seen
like
it in
us,
movies.
but yeah,
Not like
yeah.
us.
Not like us.
No,
we don't
not
do
like
that
us.
shit.
No, we're cool. Everything for me is organic.
Natural.
Yeah.
Hilarious in the moment.
Hilarious in the moment. I don't even need to think about last week's jokes.
No, I'm never thinking about myself.
I
or
think
how
you need to
come
look in the mirror.
Yeah, milk was a bad choice. Not quite what I was talking about, but
Funny line.
I love a cadence, I guess. Is
Yeah,
my-
I think
Cadence is
the
good.
cadence
I get really
hits.
hooked on a cadence. If I hear anybody with a specific cadence, even brand new, like 3 seconds, I will be repeating it for the rest of the day or week.
Mhm.
Like new politicians, when I hear them on TV, I will start talking like them, not to anybody because it's too weird, but around my house to myself. I'll just like do an impersonation of their cadence about anything that I'm doing around the house. So like getting the laundry out of the washer or whatever.
I did not know this about you.
Yeah, I have
Is
like
it-
a little mimic thing that I'm like kind of obsessive about.
Ooh,
He's a
that's
So
fun.
could I hear the politician one?
I
And
don't know
you
who it
taking
would
the
be right
laundry
now.
out?
Can I see you taking the laundry out? Mine. We'll put it in
I
first.
don't have a specific one. It's more just like, it's almost like a little earwormy thing of like, oh, I just have to
Oh.
repeat that thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because it's not, I don't do impressions. I don't really keep them. It's more like if I hear it, I'll say it or repeat it. or something.
We've got that thing amongst us, but with like a word or a phrase. And at our friend Zach Oyama's birthday weekend, he introduced us to somebody named Darman, who is almost unexplainable. But
Huge YouTube channel, very successful. Bad movies.
bad movies that are like morality tales that are all like school bully gets owned by Gen Z teacher. Really badly acted. 30 million views.
And he's the lead in it?
He's not in a lot of them, but he's in some of them, and I think he writes and produces them all.
And
But
his name is-
his name's Darman.
First and last?
DHARR.
I have no
or
idea
something.
even. But we said Darman that weekend, probably 6 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like everything that even sounded close to Darman was changed to Get in the Car Man. Or,
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
whatever
I
it
love
was,
Yeah.
which was really fun. And then we were also doing that same thing with Hawk Tuah.
Yes.
The whole weekend.
All we said all weekend was Darman and Hucked.
Oh, what did that delivery? Is that person coming back? We better talk to her. It was just Hawk Tuah's all weekend.
What
and
is
it was
that?
so fun. Hawk Tuah was,
Wait, really, Talia?
well, you could miss it, or it could be the most famous thing in the
Wow.
world. You know what I mean?
Incredible.
Hawk Tuah.
That means you're perfectly not online if
Yeah.
you don't know this.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I think it's great now.
What
Yeah.
is it?
Me too.
Ugh.
So this woman, you know those on the street interviews that are like, "Hey, what's up?" Like person
Yeah.
talking to their phone,
Billy
stopping
Eichner.
you. Sort of, but like even jankier. Like I think this one was in like Austin, like downtown Austin. You know, someone was just like,
They
Billy
just
Eichner.
they interview like drunk college students. or
Okay,
whatever,
but
like,
about
on
what?
a night
And
out.
who
And it's
interviews who?
Well,
And
it's
who's
just stuff
paying
like
for
between me and my
TikTok.
bro here, who who
Oh.
would you smash? And someone being like, yeah, or like,
I like tall guys.
And is that just like a Is that just like a subsect of
Just like a Gen Z type of
of
entertainment.
TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like finding a hot person and seeing if they'll say something crazy enough to go viral,
Right.
kind of.
And then this
Okay.
one woman,
And they have to be attractive?
Generally, that's the
Usually.
one.
Okay, that's the vibe.
this one woman, they ask her about like relationship advice or something like that, and she's like,
Please,
"Yeah,
we're
sometime."
explaining this.
I know, it's so crazy.
I mean, I think I'm on the internet. Like, I like pop culture, but I feel like I'm
Maybe you've heard it once I
1,000
say
years
it.
old right now.
And she goes like, "You gotta spit on that thing, Hawk Tuah," like give a blowjob or something like that.
Okay.
And so then, for some reason, this went mega viral, and now Hawk Tuah girl is
That's what
way
they call
famous.
her.
Hawk Tuah.
She's got one
Hawk
of the
Tuah
top
girl.
3 podcasts on
And she has a
Earth
Hawk
right
podcast.
now.
Tuah, which is called Talk Tuah, and she her big fame thing was like she did like the CMA awards or something. Like right after this interview happened, like some manager hit her up and was like, "I'll rep you. Let's go and do every bit of fame that we can." And she's just like quickly becoming.
I can't. It's
Whatever.
like 3 months old now, and it was like the whole internet, the way like I don't even know what Charlie bit my finger or something like that.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
Wow.
I can't believe you
And
missed it,
so
even just
she
in
was
conversation.
just the interviewee.
Yeah.
She was just some
drunk girl.
ding dong
Yeah.
on
Like
the
an
street,
She was
being
just
like,
saying-
"You gotta
interview.
spit on him and Hawk too."
Shoot, Hawk Tuah.
This is the new getting
Like-
discovered on your doorstep.
Victoria, are you her? That was really good.
That was
No.
good.
Okay, wow. I'm embarrassed that I don't know what that is.
I
Don't
love it
be.
for you.
I think it's good.
I really love
It's
it for
honestly,
you.
I'm like, it's heartening to know that some people were able to escape it because it's a little tragic.
Weeks of
haven't
my
even
life
really
have
been
been
that
wasted
busy.
having this in my brain. Weeks.
What's that?
I haven't even been that busy.
That's bad then.
We'll send you Hawk Tuah. We'll send you Hawk Tuah.
What am I doing?
This is great. One time I saw an improv scene where someone was playing a character who had never seen a zebra before. And someone else was trying to describe a zebra to someone who had never seen one before, which was to me a very funny idea. And this felt like that again, where it's
So
like funny to
funny.
clinically explain something that has become part of your whole world.
Well, because everybody who's listening that isn't this person is like, "Why, how could you have to explain a zebra?
Oh my
How
God.
could you not know?"
Oh my God. Well, I honestly, I think that used to be my fear a lot more, is that I just didn't know a lot of improv heavy references.
Mhm.
And so I would be like, oh my God, they're going to say something about Star Wars or Lord of the Rings. And I don't even
Mhm.
know. But I just feel like that with a lot of references.
Yeah.
There are things that I know. I know a lot about the Housewives.
I think that's everybody, even these Star Wars
But-
people. That's their little.
They don't know
area.
about.
But
They can't do a bachelor scene.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, since you're
Oh,
the VPs here in the company, the higher ups, one thing we wanted to do in this little morale retreat is just some games amongst the smaller group without the whole company.
Cool.
And so I'm going to lead those today.
Okay.
The first one we like to do is just go around the circle. You all work in different cities, so maybe you know each other from email, but don't know a lot about each other. So I like to do, which Lord of the Rings movie are you? And I'm talking the
Okay.
original 3, Fellowship of the Ring, Return of the King, and Two
Uh-huh.
Towers.
Oh. And how do we know which? Do we just pick one? We just pick one. Because I don't know which one's which. I'm having a hard time remembering which
Yeah.
one's which.
Oh, well, okay, Fellowship of the Ring is the first one, and that's kind of where Gandalf comes and gives Frodo the ring to take, and it's the beginning of
Right.
the journey. And
Wire
then he
ring.
meets
Is Frodo
Strider.
the old guy with the beard? Frodo's the guy with the long white beard?
No, that's Gandalf the Wizard. Okay, it sounds like you don't know that.
I'm going to go ahead and just let you know that I also don't know that.
Okay, that's
But
fine.
if I had to just choose one based off of the title, I would say The King.
Return of the King.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. So that is
Because I once had my chart read and they said that my soul, like going back, was part of a royalty family.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm the king too. I'm the king.
okay.
I guess. I mean, I'll be the king too. Then.
Well, for the exercise, I feel like I haven't learned a ton about you all. If we do that, I did learn a little bit about you having your chart read, which
Yeah.
is fascinating for someone.
What kind of royalty do you think?
Oh, God. They didn't say.
Okay.
No, but they just said, you were royalty. Like, but not in this life.
That's all. That's all. I
but
need to know.
another. And
That's so
like,
cool.
you know.
Wow.
And so I've really taken that to heart a lot.
That's
sure,
really
I
cool.
can
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
This is fine. This is fine, even because it doesn't matter if we know or not, because we did learn something about you there. But why don't we change it to?
It's crazy. We didn't even ask you. What movie are you?
which are you?
If you had to pick one of those
Are
three,
you?
since we didn't really
Are
pick any of
you
them.
Ring King or?
I hate to say it because you all three said it, but I am Return of the King. In a lot of ways.
Return of the
It's
King.
Return
That's
of
like
the
a
King.
sequel
Oh,
to
you're
the
coming
King.
back.
No, I never said the king.
You
was
are
name
the
of
king
It's
now.
The Return of
Uh-oh.
the King. It's
Oh,
the
you're
king
the king now, dog.
Oh.
You know,
You're from Finding
You're-
Forrester.
Finding Forrester.
Yeah.
Forrester.
Or just, I'm the king now. I'm the captain.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
Captain
from the
Phillips.
Captain
Okay.
Phillips.
Well, how
Or
about
you're in the
this?
room where it happened.
I'm sorry.
Yes, you're in the room where it happened because
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
the king.
I'm sorry.
You're in the room where it happened.
Because you're the king.
On the boat?
I'm fully
Hamilton.
missing
In
this. I'm
Hamilton.
fully missing this.
Yeah,
In
well,
Hamilton.
in Hamilton,
In
whenever
the-
they
you wanna
make
be in the
policy, it's
room where it
famously where the king is.
Oh, in the musical Hamilton.
Alexander
king.
Hamilton.
You know what?
That's
Oh,
what I
so
would
We've
do.
been
Hamilton
waiting
fans.
in the wings for you.
Yeah.
Great.
Is that
Beautiful.
probably the ghost?
No,
That's
that-
beautiful.
Yeah. You know what? The king has his own song, and that he's not part of that song. So I can understand why that was confusing. I'm so sorry. You go.
Oh, no problem. No problem. Let's try something that maybe it sounds like you know musicals because of Hamilton. So yeah, let's say which Sondheim musical are you? And that maybe that'll help get to know each other a
Okay.
little more.
Why don't you remind me, because I'm sure I know some. Will you remind me some of the Sondheim?
Okay, well, there's Into the Woods. There's Sunday. in the Park
I'm
with-
that one.
You're the first one I said.
Yeah.
I love
But
the
it just,
Woods.
I love
just
the
happened to me.
I'm a
and I
camper.
love
Do you
going
guys
into
camp?
things.
Oh, into.
Me too.
I love an entrance more than an exit.
I hope you
Ooh.
camp. You all run REI, so I would hope that you do a little bit.
Right. I
so
camp. I do more of a glam.
I camp all the
But I
time.
love to be out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that
Love
the
Into the
stuff
wood-
that
yeah, in
you
the woods.
use
Yeah.
to camp is so chic.
What I am saying here is, this isn't working the way I wanted it to, but I am seeing a huge rapport among you three. You're kind of teaming up. You have the same opinion on a lot of things, and that's wonderful. One thing we like to train in the comedy world that I come from, the improv world, is having a strong point of view or opinion that is personal to you. And that's a way that we can get to know you more.
In
Is
the
if-
comedy world, they do that?
yeah. Think
Oh.
of like a comedian you love.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Huh.
Or you
you
can
name
say it out
some?
loud.
I'm thinking of him.
What if
What
you just
would one
rattled
be?
some off?
Some comedians?
Yeah.
Is Jimmy
Uh-huh.
Glick one?
Kind of, yeah. That's, well,
He's funny.
Fun.
He's
One
really
comedy
funny.
guy.
Wow.
he's a character played by Martin Short, who you might know from
What?
CTV, Saturday Night Live,
What?
Three Amigos.
Or
Yeah.
My father,
My Father the Hero. Yes, we're talking about the Frenchman.
No, Father the Bride.
That's
you might
yeah,
be thinking of
and he
Gerard
plays
Depardieu.
the
Is that-
dad, and his daughter. It's
Okay,
as
that's
if
Steve Martin, I think, is who you're thinking of. I feel like pop culture is not our strong suit. Am I getting that?
Well, what's the exercise here? Whether or not we work together well, I think we got
That's
it.
what
Maybe
I'm saying. You are.
maybe
Yeah.
you can work less hard. Maybe this is all going great.
Okay. Yeah. It's just
you know, and just as like a tip. I am a VP, so I do know a little bit about team
Vice
building and stuff.
president.
You could always just start with easy stuff, like what's your favorite color?
Mhm.
You know,
Oh, that's fine. Okay. Well,
you set the
I
bar
guess
pretty
since
high.
you
With
suggested it, would you like to do? Let's do favorite colors. Let's do
Okay.
favorite colors, and that's just a start.
I am a big. We mentioned Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really like yellow.
Okay, great. I'm not sure the connection, but that's great.
Hamilton's whole thing is yellow.
I had no idea. I haven't
Oh
seen
my
it.
god! Wow.
The character?
the
No,
poster.
the poster.
Oh,
All yellow.
Yellow.
Yeah.
I think a lot of playbills are yellow.
Well, if
Oh,
we're talking,
well, I like playbills, I guess.
Mhm.
I was thinking of Hamilton. That's why I like that.
I like playbills then. Now that you say it, I
Yeah.
love a playbill. I think actually playbill yellow is my favorite color.
Beautiful.
well, if we're talking about Into the Woods, then then yellow.
Because it's on a playbill is what you're thinking of is the playbill
Yeah.
font. I have to say this repeatedly, and I don't make much money at all in my career.
Oh,
I meet people like you who
no.
make a lot of money
Mhm.
and feel like, how are you so much stupider than me? And why didn't I do this?
Excuse me.
Okay. That's a
Whoa.
character that you just did. That voice is a Steve Martin character who you mentioned earlier.
Excuse me.
Excuse me,
excuse me is a common phrase.
What?
My guy. I don't-
Excuse
Sir,
me.
and said that. I said that way. It's just like a PU, you know?
That's just a normal thing. Like, I'm a wild and crazy guy.
I'd actually
like, it's just normal shit that people say.
I'd like to apply for a job at this company. Is that possible? I think I could.
King Tut.
You do. There is no. So you're fucking with me.
I
You
know Steve Martin. I know
Okay,
Steve
good.
Martin, but only because my mom loves him. That's the only reason I know.
Oh, my mom loves him too.
It doesn't
know
matter
what?
how you know him.
My grandma
mom
It's only
loves
because
him.
my mom loves
Sam.
How
him.
come you were professing not to know him, and now you are just because your mom? It doesn't
Well,
matter.
he
as
mentioned
much.
that his mom loves him, and I
King Tut.
and I realized my mom loves him too.
And I didn't have a mom's, but my grandma loved him.
Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. I'm
Beautiful.
sorry to hear that, but I don't know what your story is, so I don't want to dig
It's
in
pretty
too much.
similar to theirs.
Okay.
Can I ask, why'd you leave the comedy world to do this?
I
Yeah.
didn't leave I still do comedy,
I
but this
love
is
an
how
entrance
I make
more
my
than an
money.
exit. So hard to leave the
Into
comedy
But you
the
just
world.
said you don't get paid very well.
That's why I do these. Is it makes me a little money, but it's an inconsistent job, and it's 1099, so I'm getting taxed on it, and
You
I
only
don't
get
know
paid
health
costs
insurance.
$10.99.
Ooh.
No,
That's low.
You
it doesn't
should
cost me
charge
$10.99,
more.
and I don't get paid $10.99.
You don't even get paid
That's the type of-
$10.99 and it costs you $11.
How much are they paying you to ask us which Lord of the Rings movie do we like?
Well, I don't know how much they make, but they fly me out here. They give me a hotel, and then they pay me $150 for this.
They flew you to Normandy?
Wow. We need to look into that. That is
Okay,
not a
that
very
is
good
a
use
Not
of our
waste
cost
funds.
effective. No way.
Well, hang on.
This is
150?
Terrible.
Can you write this all down in a document and
Yeah.
email it to me?
I cannot, and I
How
will
little
not.
did you work
Headvp
for?
at
Well,
rei.com.
you're seeing it.
How long are you here for?
I'm here for 5 days. I'm doing a workshop every day, and then I have to go home on a red eye. I have an.
You're taking the red eye
audition.
home.
Yes,
Save that last night at a hotel. Is that what it is? I get you.
they wouldn't pay
That was
for it.
actually really good. That was a good job.
That
by
was
us.
good. Good. We'll make a note of that.
I'm glad
Red
we
eyes
came
in,
through.
red eyes out.
Red
Red
eyes
eyes in,
in,
red
red
eyes
eyes
out.
It's
Okay.
so economical.
I think I do. Is there a way for me to get a job at this company? I think I could rise up in the ranks incredibly quickly based on this.
That
Well, I
was
would
rude.
hate to take you away from the comedy world. I just
really
don't
You're
think I
think
could
such
do
a
that.
talent.
I
I
really
don't
think
think I
it won't
could do
be a
that.
problem for anyone.
You're
at all.
so good
would
at working with
not.
people. All your questions. You have those good questions.
Really good
Try us
questions.
again with one more.
All right.
Do you, sorry. No, never
This
mind.
is like Billy on the Street.
Billy
This
on
is
the
just
street.
like Billy on the
Billy
Street.
Eichner.
For $1.
Name
That's you.
name a song for $1.
That's closer. That is kind of what it is. Yeah.
I have $1. No, you don't get the $1. That's kind of his thing.
Which one of these people I give the $1 to?
It's Seth Rogen.
I-
That's it right
It's
there.
me, George Washington. I'm on the dollar and in the musical Hamilton.
I've never heard of any of
Oh,
these people.
Alexander Hamilton.
Hamilton, yellow.
See,
Folks,
I can't believe we did it.
I cannot believe we finished another episode. What a
How
blast.
on earth.
Wow.
Victoria, looking at your wings for a second there.
Checking my
You're looking
wings.
like a chicken.
I feel sweaty.
You don't look
It
sweaty.
did get a
know
little
you
sweaty,
don't.
but you're not sweaty. And I'm hot, but I'm not sweating somehow.
You're
Yeah.
dressed in hot clothes.
I
You're
am.
in hot clothes.
I thought it was cool time, but we're not quite there yet, folks.
Oh,
Well,
No, but there was a little bit of a breeze, windy breeze.
Yes.
Windy
Yeah, there was. That's
breeze.
why I put on pants, because I heard my trees are rustling.
oh.
Is there anything that we want to share with our audience before we leave? Anything we want to plug? Anything we want to say? Even just a message?
I was thinking of we haven't yet plugged on the show since before it came out. Devin Field and Greg Gallant have Firsthand out, their new podcast.
Love them
God,
both.
great
Love
Great
the show.
podcast, great guys, and I know every time they come on and promote it, people chime in on our message board saying they love the show. So if you haven't heard it yet, it's available where podcasts are sold. They go through time and history and interview big members of history trying to change the past now, and they were in the middle of space and time, and now they're back trying to fix everything.
This is a really cogent explanation. Honestly, very good.
It's such a funny show. Two
It is, it's very
geniuses with a
funny.
bunch of genius guests.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
hilarious, very improvised, very good.
And that's the one for me. What is there anything y'all want to plug?
Yeti's perform.
Gotta
Yeti,
follow
Yeti.
Yeti for real.
Yeti for real.
Yeti's performing twice a month.
Yeah, we perform the second Sunday of every month at the Elysian Theater and the fourth Thursday of every month at UCB.
Beautiful.
Great.
I'm honestly not convinced I got that right.
I think
but
it's the third Thursday of every month.
Follow Yeti
But-
for real on social media. Check.
We should talk this out one
Okay.
more.
Just really trying to get through the plugs part because I think most people don't even really listen to it all the way through. But if you have more to
Oh,
say,
Dan, I don't know. I think if we figure this out, maybe they'll start listening.
Maybe. Check out Yes Also. It's a podcast I produce hosted by Susie
Yeah.
Barrett talking about everybody in their improv comedy journey. It's sort of like an
Gorgeous.
interview podcast for all of our funny friends. And that's very
Yeah.
fun.
Very fun.
And follow The Greatest Conversation Ever. Me and Payam Banifaz and a bunch of our other friends chatting away and being silly. So check it out.
Big Grande, fourth Sundays of every month at UCB Theater. Again, we have not fully solidified a release date, but new Teachers Lounge coming soon. And go to CBB World to subscribe there and get the Bill Walton podcast, Eat, Pray, Dunk. Get Hey Randy, and Hey Randy's going to be doing a live show in December, opening for Comedy Bang Bang. So look out for that.
Amazing.
And thanks to Tim Blaine for our theme song.
Thank
Happy
you,
hour.
Tim.
Thanks, TB.
Thanks to Trenton Oliver for editing. Thanks to Annie Wu for logo work. And thanks to you all for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. What's up, Man Dog Pod listeners? Thank you so much for tuning in to today's free episode. If you want to hear the full episode, it's available over on our Patreon, patreon.com/you'rethemanNowDog. We've got full episode audio and video for everything we've done, a huge archive of tons of fun stuff with all your favorite comedians. Check it out today. Once again, that's patreon.com/you'rethemanNowDog. Thanks so much and have a great day.